Hello, good people.
Well, Sil, how nervous are you?
Not nervous at all. I think the goal is to just go out and soak up the moment. I told myself this is gonna be a happy day, so hopefully we can continue that trend of just being happy and enjoying it.
Do you have prepared remarks, or are you going to wing this one?
I'm definitely winging it. I really don't try to prepare anything because I always overthink. So I got a good perspective of what I want to talk about and who I want to think, and so I just roll with that.
On Friday, when we asked Waylon what the plans for the weekend were, she said, we're on Syl's time, so whatever Syl wants to do. What have the last 48 hours been like with so many former teammates and staff members throughout the years, and what has this weekend been like for you?
It's been refreshing just to see everyone. We haven't seen each other in a while in one setting, so it's been refreshing, but at the same time, just going back to our old habits, having fun, teasing each other, and things like that. But I've been taking it smooth for the weekend for the most part.
So what has the last year been like for you? What are you doing in your life? Have you had any career change, ideas? Thinking about getting back into basketball? Just, what is going on with you right now?
Right now, I'm just soaking up time. I've been away from family for a long time, and my main focus was to travel to family that wasn't in the state of Florida, and that's what I've been doing. I've just been soaking up family time, been a super duper auntie, taking kids to school, picking them up, getting ready for prom, getting ready for graduation. So those are the things I've been doing, just spending time with family.
Sil, I know that you've never really made anything about yourself, but in a night like this where it is kind of about you, just how do you reflect on how much work you've put into something like this, rather than just how much everyone around you has helped you get there?
I think tonight is still going to be about those people. I have been doing a lot of reflection as of the last couple of weeks leading up to this, and I have to be honest, I wouldn't be where I am and who I am without the pieces falling in place for me to get me to this point. So yeah, it's not really about me, but it's also about me. But it's about the people who helped me get in this position, and I think I'm gonna do a good job at thanking those folks for making me who I am today.
You've had a lot of other honors, gold medals, all NBA, record setting, all that stuff. How important is this in particular, having your jersey retired?
I think it pretty much sums up what I've done, and it pretty much put the stamp on that this is official. But it means a lot. Like, I never been the one to chase any goals, to chase any records. I just went out there and did my job. But to see it all flourish and come back together, and to see who I'm next to in the rafters also says a big thing that I've done my job.
Going to Lynx games, you see 34 jerseys everywhere still. I think all of us here want a legacy, to leave some sort of legacy, and we do the best we can to do that. You're going to permanently be up in the rafters. Your legacy is always now cemented in Minnesota. What does that mean to you? I know you have a home down south, but I think you gained a second one here as well.
Minnesota is home for me, and I say that a lot. They welcome me in open arms, and that's something that you just can't forget. I be here as much as often. I'm part of the president's circle, so I think Cheryl gonna get enough of me from here on out. But I don't plan on retiring and going away. I plan on being as active as much as possible, but also too for years to come. I plan on having a family, and so for my kids to be able to see that my jersey has been retired and that I've done something that's great in the state of Minnesota, I think means a lot as well.
Having walked away from the game and now spending some time away, what do you miss the most about it? What about basketball keeps your heart still pulling its way?
My teammates. I go in the locker room, I go to shoot-arounds, and I just try to be active as much as possible. I know my presence makes a big difference, and I will continue to share my voice, but just not in coaching just yet.
With tonight's opponent being the LA Sparks, a longtime nemesis for some of the dynastic teams that you played for, just sort of what comes to mind when you think about the Sparks, and are there any of those battles that sort of stand out? Does that add any more significance to having your jersey retired, being that it's against LA?
Man, you just think about the grittiness of what we had as a rival between both teams, and it makes you appreciate basketball a little bit more. I think we had a special time during our time with LA in those series, and that's something that I'll never forget.
Cheryl was just in here talking about how she wanted your career here and your legacy here to be about your loyalty to this team and your teammates and your commitment to Minnesota and the greater Minneapolis community. How do you want to be remembered here in Minnesota when people look back, or when people come for a Lynx game or a concert or a Wolves game and see that 34 up in the rafters?
Just my commitment. I think me and Cheryl talked about that a lot, so she pretty much hit the nail on the head. But yeah, just understanding like what Minnesota means to me, what I mean to Minnesota, and not taking that for granted. So I would love to have a long time relationship with Minnesota, but also understanding that the roots run deep between I and Minnesota.
And then Rachel was just in here saying that her favorite memory that the two of you share was.
I just want to know what she said.
Do you want to guess?
No.
She said it was your pregame dances
I
in the
knew
locker room.
it. She's snitching.
She said that she's felt like a loner without you being
I
wild
know.
in the locker room.
I heard she don't have competition, so.
Did you join in on that tonight or on Friday?
I didn't join on Friday because we had things to do with the 25, but hopefully I can get in tonight because they told me since we playing LA they needed a little momentum. So hopefully I can get in there and dance a little bit.